AGMA is the Association of Greater Manchester Authorities, and it acts as the voice of the 10 local authorities in the Greater Manchester region. It works in partnership with the private, independent and voluntary sector to collaborate on various projects. AGMA considered the joint approach to e-learning initially as a cost-saving exercise with the austerity measures that were coming into place. Over the time of the development of the solution, the e-learning solution, people started to realise that it wasn't just about the cost savings, it was much more about the actual customers, the people that were going to be learning on the platform, and a bit of common sense prevailed. It was seen as a solution to some of the change agendas that were going on within local government at the time, the transformation agendas, and things like agile working e-learning would be a suitable solution for that. We went through a rigorous procurement process for the specification document. It was built up over a number of months. Those months were spent splitting the specification into 3 areas, which were a learning management system, course content and an authoring tool that would all fit the purpose of the collaboration. So we looked at various learning management systems prior to the tender, various courses and content and various authoring tools too, and we just cherry-picked the best bits of each of those to build up like a shopping trolley approach to what we wanted the perfect system to be. Virtual College won the tender. The learning management system, because it was owned solely by Virtual College, was one of the key factors because it felt like a partnership approach to a development. So if we wanted any changes to the learning management system, we felt that we could work with Virtual College to implement those changes to try and make it fit where perhaps it wasn't similar to the current suppliers that we have. The course content was fantastic. You had real hearts and minds stuff for some of the topics that were a bit more emotive, but you also had some elements of humour in some of the other courses that weren't quite as emotional or needed that emotional involvement. The best part of the project so far is probably the partnership approach that Virtual College has taken with all the authorities, whether it's going around and meeting the individual authorities or working collaboratively with us to develop content or to look at problems and identifying solutions. Every month we receive a newsletter from Virtual College. We use this newsletter to contact and communicate not just amongst the 9 authorities themselves, but across our partners, our key stakeholders, and within the workforce as well, so that people understand that e-learning is part of the organisational strategy with regards to learning and development. This communication has helped the authorities collaborate with each other. It's helped them develop the e-learning culture within each authority. We have a technical and authoring group that meet on a monthly basis, made up of the 9 local authorities and key members of their staff who meet, and we share resources, whether the resources be images or actual people. We share content. We also share responsibility for developing content as well. So it could be that one authority gives us pictures, images, another authority gives us content, or it could be that just one authority develops a course but the other authorities want some input as subject matter experts. So we use this authoring group to really engage and help the other authorities. It's been a big change for the authorities, and I think that's probably one of the biggest challenges we've come across so far. We've had to gain an element of trust with each other, certainly from the aspect where some authorities perhaps haven't got the staff to enable the e-learning within their authority, and helping them to understand that we are all in this together, and we will collaborate and we'll share resources, we'll share staff wherever possible, with the ultimate aim of making life better for the citizens of the AGMA region. I think with the e-learning system that we've got from Virtual College, the learning management system is much more than just a place where a learner can go to do a course. It goes far beyond that. You can use it for coaching, mentoring, you can use it for appraisals or development plans for staff. The course content itself is second to none. It's CPD certified. It has elements of humour where appropriate, but also it has the hearts and minds stuff as well that really engages the learner. And to have a suite of 150 of these courses has been fantastic. The results so far have been excellent, whether it's from the evaluations from the courses or the actual content development that's been done either by Virtual College or by the collaborative authoring group. We recently did the Police and Crime Commissioner election. The Count staff did an e-learning course provided by Manchester City Council. The initial savings there appear to be around £26,000 as opposed to face-to-face training. One authority's recently used e-learning to update SAP users on new processes and new systems. It's generated savings in the region of £30,000. We're hoping to channel shift some of the face-to-face training to e-learning or a blended approach to training. We create a course once and share it amongst the other authorities. This just helps the channel shift. We, as a group of authorities, then have consistent views, consistent procedures, which helps and benefits our partners. Over the next year, I'm hoping to see that e-learning becomes part of each authority's training plan. It's actually embedded within the organisation and not just seen as a standalone item, but is actually part of key policies and key strategies for each authority, and hoping that this will become the norm and not just seen as a cheap solution for training.